Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back with another video. If you are not in the free Discord, go join it. It is the first link down below. Today's video is going to be going over the 4-hour candle profile types. All right, so this is how all the trades are framed on literally everything in this model. You have to figure out what candle the profile is on the 4-hour time frame. If you can't understand what the 4-hour candle is going to do, then it's not tradable. You're just going to look at another asset, you're just going to walk away. One of those two things if you cannot figure out what this 4-hour candle is going to do. All right, so let's hop into the candle types. We have, first off, 2 a.m. reversal to a 6 and 10 a.m. continuation. This is a great framework to trade from. And then we have the 6 a.m. reversal to 10 a.m. continuation. Probably my favorite out of all of them, but the 10 a.m. reversal to an expansion, right? So you have the 10 a.m. giving you the reversal and the expansion if 6 and 2 did not do the reversal, right? Now this one is a little harder to frame a trade around if you are new to this. So try to stick to a 10 a.m. continuation unless you are like good enough to frame the reversal and the expansion away to the draw and liquidity. But to start off, I would recommend the 10 a.m. continuation and the 6 a.m. continuation. All right, so coming down to these two examples right here, we have the 10 a.m. and the 6 a.m. continuation profile with the 2 a.m. reversal, right? So we have the 10 p.m. candle opening up here and trading lower, 2 a.m. trading lower and hitting a key level. Then you want to see the 2 a.m. candle put in a wick, closure back inside the 10 p.m.'s range to signify that we are getting a reversal on the 2 a.m. the 2 a.m. candle, right? And then we have the 6 a.m. candle opening up, putting in a shallow wick and giving us an expansion away. That's when we can frame a 10 a.m. continuation to the draw and liquidity, right? So you have the 2 a.m. candle closing back inside the 10 p.m. candle's range after hitting a key level, and the 6 a.m. candle giving us an expansion away from the low. That is when you can frame a trade on the 10 a.m. continuation profile, right? So coming into a bearish example, we have the 10 p.m. candle here trading higher, 2 a.m. trading higher, hitting a key level, closing back inside of that 10 p.m. candle's range, signifying a reversal and putting in the wick for the high of day. Then 6 a.m. gives us an expansion away from the high, signifying that we are expanding. And then the 10 a.m. continuation after the 2 a.m. reversal, 6 a.m. continuation, 10 a.m. will follow suit in that 6 a.m. candle, and you will frame a trade here or around open, right? So this is the 2 a.m. reversal to the 6 and 10 a.m. continuation. Next we have the 6 a.m. reversal to the 10 a.m. continuation, right? So this is that 3 candle model. All right, so we have 2 a.m. trading higher, 6 a.m. trading higher and hitting a key level and giving us that reversal, right? You have this nice wick here and then closing back inside that 2 a.m. candle's range. And then you have 10 a.m. opening up, putting in our wick, and then the continuation of that 6 a.m. reversal, right? So this is probably the easiest to frame a trade from, right? The 10 a.m. continuation from the 6 a.m. reversal is honestly the easiest way to frame a trade. Right, so the bullish scenario, we have 2 a.m. trading lower, 6 a.m. opening up, hitting that key level and closing back inside that 2 a.m. candle's range. And then we have the 10 a.m. continuation of the 6 a.m. reversal. All right, so this right here is the easiest framework to frame a trade, in my opinion. And then we have the 10 a.m. reversal into expansion. All right, so we have 2 and 6 a.m. trading higher. 6 a.m. can hit the key level, 10 a.m. it doesn't matter as long as 10 a.m. puts in a shallow wick, right? You don't want a large wick like this. If we have a large wick like this, then 2 p.m. will most likely be the expansion to the draw and liquidity, right? But if we're just focusing on the morning session of New York, then you want 10 a.m. to have a shallow wick so then it can expand. All right, you don't want that large wick. Right, so 6 a.m. trades higher, 10 a.m. opens up, takes out that 6 a.m. candle's high, hitting the key level, and then we get the reversal on the lower time frame and the expansion all in one on that 10 a.m. candle. Right, now the bullish scenario, 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. trade lower. We hit that key level at 10 a.m., right? It doesn't matter if it's at 6 or 10, as long as we put in that shallow wick. Right, so then the shallow wick can give us the expansion, right? Because if we have a shallow wick on the 10 a.m. candle, this 10 a.m. candle can literally it can keep expanding, right? But right here I just have it like obviously not expanding the entire way, but yeah. So 6 a.m. trades lower, 10 a.m. opens up, takes out the 6 a.m. low, hits a key level, putting in our low of day and the reversal and expansion. All right. Now, the other scenario is this right here, right? Doesn't matter. It's still the 4-hour time frame. I just didn't put the times because this could happen at 2 a.m. It could happen at 6 a.m. This can happen on any like time, right? So we have a candle trading higher and a candle trading higher, right? And let's say that we hit a key level here. Now, does this wick support expansion lower? No, it does not. Right? Now let's say that you want to frame a reversal here, but we do not have a closure back inside the range, and this candle has not taken out this candle's high yet. That's when you would wait for the third candle to close back inside the candle's range, so then you can get the expansion on the fourth candle. Right? Because yes, there are obviously situations where we close above a candle range, like right here, and this candle creates the swing high, right? That can 1000% happen. You're just going to have to wait for this candle to close to then trade the continuation of the reversal, right? Because this candle puts in the reversal, it's just not as obvious because we didn't get the candle closure back inside of the range, right? So that's when you wait for that third candle closure to frame the reversal and continuation on this candle. Right, same framework over here. We have this candle and this candle trading lower, this candle putting in the low, this candle closing back inside the range, and then we get the expansion higher, right? So this is another situation that can happen. You just have to wait for that third candle to close, whether it be 6 a.m., 10 a.m., and then you trade the 2 p.m. candle. It doesn't matter. You just have to wait for that third candle to close. Now, if you're really advanced, you can 1000% say, okay, this is probably going to be our swing high. All right? That's whenever you blend the 1-hour time frame, the 30-minute time frame, all into this and say, okay, yeah, we probably put a swing high in here. All right? So this is all of these, and then I added this one in because this can 100% happen. Right, but these are the main types of profiles that I use. Now, is there more? Probably, but this is all I use, right? So let's hop into the charts and I will show you guys examples of what this will actually look like. Now, one other thing is we are not going to be blending SMT or news drivers in with this yet. That comes in the next video whenever I go over news drivers. We're just going to be looking at the framework of the candle profiles. All right, so let's hop into the charts. All right, so we are here on NASDAQ, and we are going to go over the entire week that just happened last week on the 4-hour time frame, and we're going to profile all these 4-hour 6 a.m., 2 a.m., 10 a.m. candles. I do not like to trade the afternoon, so I don't really pay attention to it. So we're only going to be going over the 2, 6, and 10 a.m. profiles here. Right, so I have this vertical line marking off the opening price from Monday, and all over here is the weekly price action. So we can start off and go to Monday at 10 a.m. and we will look at this chart, excuse me, and we are going to profile these candles, right? So coming in on Monday, there was no news that I can recall. I don't think so. I think all the news was later in the week on Thursday and Friday. So what do we see on this chart, right? So the first thing coming into Monday, we had all this SMT up through here with the ES, all right? We had SMT with the ES all the way up through here. If we take a look over here, we can go Monday, Monday, Monday. Right here is that SMT. All right, so we had SMT up through here. Coming into Monday, we actually formed equal lows right here before 10 a.m. All right, so we had these equal lows right here, and we had this 10 a.m. opening price. Okay, now what do we see with the 6 a.m. and 2 a.m. candle? Right here is 2, right here is 6. We do not have a swing high to trade from, right? So what do we wait for? We wait for this 10 a.m. opening price to create a swing high that we are going to anticipate, right? So we want to anticipate 10 a.m. becoming a swing high. Now, what do we have right here? Whoa. We have this fair value gap, right? Now, what will create a swing high here? If we take this high here and then continue lower and close back inside, this candle should then close back inside and create a swing high here, right? So we are going to anticipate 10 a.m. opening, trading higher into that key level and taking out this high for the swing high formation, right? So let's go down to the 3. Now, what do we see here, right? We create those equal lows here. We trade all the way back up higher, taking out that previous 4-hour high, which is that 6 a.m. high, right here at 10 a.m., right? So if we drag this price over, what do we have here at 10 a.m.? 10 a.m. opens high, takes out that swing, or that fair value gap high right here, trades lower, gets our change in delivery here, and then trades to that sell side. Right now, yes, this is very choppy price action, but you guys can see how you can set a framework here on this chart, right? So the 4-hour down to the 3-minute, and anticipating that swing high formation right here. All right, now I'm pretty sure we actually did create a swing high there. Oh, yeah, we did right there, but then we took it out. Now, does this matter if we take it out? No, it doesn't. Why? It's because you're already out of your trade, right? We were just targeting these equal lows, so you're not going to be holding, and this was the next day open anyway. So you're not going to be holding anyways, right? So we anticipated this becoming a swing high, which it did, right? This candle did not take it out, so it became a swing high, but it already took out our target, all right? So that's how you can frame swing high formation right here. All right, so let's go to Tuesday and look and see what we have for that day. All right, so coming in Tuesday at 2, there we go. Now, Tuesday, what do we have here? All right, so what do we have at 2 a.m.? Well, we come up, we take out this high, and we close back inside, right? Closure back inside the range. What can that now do for 6 a.m.? It can now frame a 2 a.m. reversal into a 6 a.m. continuation. We have all these lows out through here, so we have a target, right? So let's mark off 6 a.m. here. Let's mark off 2 a.m. and let's mark off 10 a.m. All right, so we have all of our opening prices here. Now let's go down to the hourly. What did 2 a.m. do, right? 2 a.m. trades higher and does what? Trades into a key level, right? So we trade into a key level here. This is what you want to be seeing whenever we are framing a reversal candle. All right, so 2 a.m. trades higher, closes back inside of this 10 p.m. candles range. So now we can frame this as a reversal, and 6 should be continuation of that 10 a.m. reversal, right? So 6 opens up, trades lower, opens up a new key level. All right, so 8 a.m. trades higher into that key level. Now, what do you notice on the hourly chart? We are creating reversal candles. Right here is a reversal candle. Right here is a reversal candle. Then we get our continuation candles, right? So all this can be framed from the 4-hour, the 1-hour, the 30-minute, right? These two are your entry time frames, right? The 30 and the 1-hour are where you want to be framing your swing high formation for the lower time frame reversals, right? 4 a.m. gives us our profile on the day, all right? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so right here, what do? We get a 1-hour reversal candle. If we go down to the 30, same exact thing. We get our 30-minute reversal candle. So we have a 1-hour and a 30-minute. Do you guys see how I'm blending all this together? Going down to the 3, What do we get? Our change in delivery right here. Boom. Right here at 9:30, we come up, fill out these imbalances, distribute lower. All right, now 10 a.m. does what? All right, so what do we want to see for 10 a.m.? Well, preferably a key level if you didn't catch that, catch it from up here, right? If you were waiting for 9:30 and you wanted to see what it was going to do, well, we get distribution and continuation lower. We have our key level here, right? Now you might be thinking, hey, this candle closed above this candle's range, so shouldn't this take out this high? Well, no, it's because the 15-minute doesn't have as much correlation to the higher time frame like the 30 and the 1 hour, right? The 15-minute you can use key levels off the 15-minute to then find your lower time frame entries, but you want to be framing swing highs on the 30 and the 1 hour, right? Now, the 4-hour profiles give us our bias. Okay, so going down to the 3. Oh, I took this trade. I didn't even realize that. What do we have here? All right, we get our order block. All right, and I'm pretty sure we formed an SMT here. So I'm pretty sure that we got an SMT up here with the YM and an SMT here with the ES. All right, so blending all this together, you then get your order block here and then distribution to the sell side. All right, so I hope you understood all of that and framing it from this 4 hours 2 a.m. reversal candle. All right, so we can move on to Wednesday. Now I'm honestly not sure entirely of what we do. Okay, so here it looks like we do take out that low. Okay, so if you were trading before 9:30, what do we have here? A 6 a.m. reversal into an expansion. So this is, we can actually do 2 examples in one here, right? Now, how can you tell that this 6 a.m. candle can reverse and expand? The wick size, right? The wick size right here. It's a small wick. So this wick right here can reverse and it can expand, okay? Now we have this low here. Let's mark off the 6 a.m. opening price. Do we have a key level that we traded into? Now, for key levels, you want to use the 1 and the 4 for higher time frame key levels. And yes, we do. Right here. All right. So, I don't know if we have an SMT or anything throughout here. I don't want to go check or anything. So, yeah, sorry. But we are just going over these 4-hour profiles. I'm only doing SMTs that I remember. Okay, so 6 a.m. opens up. We actually trade a little bit lower, but then we come up, take out this high, and this is where you can form your reversal, right? So 6 a.m. can reverse because we have that small wick. What do we get here? We get our 15-minute change in delivery. Now, does it matter that the bodies are closing above it? No, we want this to become a protected high, okay? So it doesn't matter that the bodies are closing above the opening price of this candle. It's just this high we want to see be protected. All right, and we can actually just make it smaller. All right, so going down to the 3-minute. What do we get? Well, we have this candle. Oh, let's go to the 30 first. See if we can frame a, yep. What do we get here? Well, this candle opens, trades higher, taking out, it might have traded lower first, doesn't really matter, but it closed back inside this candle's range, and 9:30 does the exact same thing. We want to see this be protected high. Why? Because we took this candle's high and closed back inside. Does 9:30 take out this high? Yes, it does, but not this one, right? This is the high we want to see protected. This one doesn't matter. This is a consolidation candle. So let's go down to the 3. All right. This is getting a little confusing, so let's remove all this and this. This is our 15-minute change. All right, so this is the first candle right here, right? So we come up, we take the high and close back inside. 9:30 comes up, takes out the consolidation candle's high and closes below our change in delivery. Do we have a target? Yes. Oh my God, it's all the way down there. All right. Now, do we tap it? No. What do we have here? Up close candles. This acts as our order block now. Taps and it absolutely just distributes lower, incredibly lower. All right. So that is how you can frame a trade from a reversal into an expansion. All right. Now, if you didn't catch that, we can mark off 10 a.m. and go down to the 3-minute. Let's actually go up again. Mark off this candle's low. All right. So have we hit a higher time frame key level? Yes, this sell side. All right. Now, going down to the 3, here's our 10 a.m. opening price. Here's that candle's low. The previous hourly low, the 9 a.m. low. All right. Now, what do? 10 a.m. opens up, comes into this imbalance, continues lower, right? So we're continuing lower. We hit that sell side objective. Now, if we go to the hourly, what do we see here? Well, we see this candle. So do we expect that to get taken? Well, yeah, we would, because this wick, right? This wick's small. So we would anticipate this opening up and taking this low. But let's go to the 30. Nope, still no reversal candle. So I wonder if there is an SMT here. Oh, this is the NQ as well. No SMT. No SMT. So this trade is lower probability, so you'd need more confirmation on this, right? So what is the first thing? Well, we get our change in delivery here, but since that 11 a.m. candle just opened up right here, I'd need more confirmation. What is more confirmation? Well, we have this imbalance here. Get inversed, right? So it gets inversed here. Now, what's another thing? We don't quite reach equilibrium, but we reach an equilibrium fair value gap, which is right here. Now, would I buy this? No. What would I wait for? This. Right? Because we can't buy up here because the risk to reward would be super skewed. So we get this 3-minute inverse off this bullish fair value gap, and then we continue higher, right? So this is where your risk would be more secure, right? So risk off here, go for a 2R. Boom. Right? So that's how you can form a bias, even if we don't anticipate this becoming a swing low, right? Now, if we wait for this candle 3 closure, right? So let's remove all this. If we wait for that third candle to open up right here, yeah, see? That's how you can say that that becomes swing low, because we waited for that third candle to close, like I said in the beginning of the video. Wait for that third candle to close. It's like that situation that's kind of weird where we don't anticipate this becoming a swing low. All right. So how did we frame that? 4-hour opens up, reversal into an expansion, new 4-hour opens up, trades into that key level. We now anticipate this becoming swing low because we waited for that third candle to close right here. And then we can say, okay, this is probably going to be a swing low now, right? Now, if this is confusing you at all, just pause the video, come into the Discord, and ask a question, right? If it's confusing you, because we are going deeper from just the 4-hour profiles. We are anticipating the 30-minute and 1-hour swing points, right? We are going over how we are framing 4-hour profiles, but then 1-hour and 30-minute swing points to trade from, right? Because you can't always just trade from that 4-hour high or that 4-hour low. You want to be blending the 30 and the 1-hour, right? So let's head on to the next day, which is here, all right? Okay, so 6, boom, right? This one's gonna be a little weird, actually. No swing high. Hold on. I don't know what this did first. I don't know if it took the high or took the low first. This is one harder. It probably took the low. Yeah, took the low first, right? This one's gonna be hard. All right. Let's go to the daily. What is the daily doing? Wait, what? Wait, why is this candle? Oh, okay, so it went to the next day. Okay, so what do we have here? Expansion, expansion. We would anticipate this becoming consolidation, but if we are to trade from it, what do we have here, right? So we don't have any swing high to be trading from. Okay, so we have no swing high here, except up here. But that happened at 10 p.m., right? So we don't really care about that. We're focusing on 2, 6, and 10. Or, yeah, 2, 6, and 10. All right, so we have this candle here. We have a candle range here. So let's go down to the hourly and mark off that 10 a.m. price. All right, so what do we have here at 10 a.m.? Opening low, taking out this low. Do we have an SMT? This is a situation I'd have to have an SMT. Yes. Okay, cool. So we do have an SMT here. Boom. There's our SMT. Going down to the 3. Boom. All right, so 10 a.m. does what? Opens. Oh, this is new. Oh, I remember this now. News opens up, digs lower, forms an SMT. We have that 4-hour candle range here. The low, the high. What happens? 3-minute change in delivery. All right, and this is why I mark it by almost all the time. Look at how close it gets, but never fills it, right? So as soon as this candle starts trading lower, you can literally just buy, right? And then your risk, you can like, you're gonna have to like move it around so you can fit it 2R. Boom, all right? You're just gonna have to maneuver it. Like, don't put it like up here close to the change in delivery because it 1000% can hit it. Try to like keep it under the candle that had the change, right? Because if we look at this, what is this? Expansion met with expansion, so this is our V-shaped recovery, right? So we don't expect this to dig deep and come lower, all right? So boom, we get our expansion up to the high, and how is that framed? All from the 4-hour candle range. This candle right here, all right? After that happens, what is the day gonna do? Well, after we get this closure, honestly, it just looks gross, right? Because we come up, take the high, close back inside, right? And we also had equal highs here, and we never take them. So you can 1000 say, okay, this is probably going to be a choppy day. All right, now Friday, 10 a.m., boom, right there. This is the best example of the week. SMT with YM at previous day low. What does 2 a.m. do? Opens up, takes out this low. So what is 2 a.m.? Reversal. What do we expect for 6 and 10? Continuation. All right, so we expect continuation here. Now if we go down to the hourly, boom, boom, right? This is where you blend, like, this is why it's such a good example, because this is where you blend the 4-hour, right? We've already framed the 4-hour profile. 6 and 10 continuation from that 2 a.m. reversal, right? Now, why can you say it's a reversal? Well, we close above these down closes with a fair value gap, so this is literally one of the highest probabilities, right? Takes a low. These now become our down closes that we want to see support price higher, right? Now, what's 930 do? Opens low. Taps this. Now how do I know it opens lower with this candle? Because I took the trade, right? So right here, 930 does what? Taps that order block. What's this? Expansion, expansion. Change in delivery here. And this is actually where I got in. Right here. Risk off here. Target. I actually targeted a 1.5R here because I didn't really want this to happen. Right, now what does 10 do? Absolutely rips us higher when Powell gets on. Right, now this you can't really do much about. It's just news doing news things, right? But you guys can see, oops, how I formed that bias from the 4-hour profiles, right? And you guys, like, all these came from the 4-hour profiles. It's just blending the 30-minute and 1-hour swing points. Right? Once you can blend the 30 and 1-hour swing points with 4-hour profiles, that's whenever your trades will become super high probability. right? And I didn't look over all this price action before I did this video. I literally just said to myself, let's just go over the past week, right? It's because once you learn and understand how to implement it, it becomes super simple to see, right? Now you might be saying, hey, this is hindsight, but I took a decent amount of these trades, right? I took some of these trades. Now, could I have taken all of them? Yes, I could have, but I didn't, and that's like, this is obviously hindsight now, but this is how I come into the market every day to form bias off of these 4-hour profiles, right? Now we can do one more example. We can literally just go somewhere random in the chart and I'll show you. We'll go to a Friday, boom, right here. Like we'll do this week and I'm gonna show you. Boom, right here is the open. Now, this was completely random, right? Let me take a swig of my Ghost. What is this right here? This is 2 a.m. What do we have at 2 a.m.? Reversal candle. All right, so starting off literally right away. 2 a.m. gives us our reversal candle. Let's move this over. Okay. Move this over. Let's see. Do we have a key level? No, there's no key level here. Okay, now I see where the entry is going to be. Right? Okay. Let's go back to the 4-hour, but I need these charts side by side. Right, so let's mark off 6. What do we expect? Continuation and continuation for 6 and 10. Right, because 2 a.m. put our reversal in right here, right? Why? Because we took the low, closed back inside. Right, now the thing is, maybe YM need that SMT. Come on. Wait. Boom, there's our SMT. Right here is the low that's right here on the NQ. We don't form it until 10 though. Alright, that's fine because we have a different SMT. Alright, so 2 a.m. opens low, closes back inside. Alright, let's go down to the hourly. This is why we need the charts together right now. Okay, what does the ES do at 10? Forms our SMT that we need to trade off of. That's our SMT, and that's our cracking correlation saying, okay, this is our time to take a trade. Now, what did I say? We wait for swing points. 10 a.m. does what? Creates our swing point. Let's go down to the 3. Okay. Now, what do we get here? Okay, this is looking gross, but either way, it still remains the same. Okay. Now, what do we get? Let's see if there's a second SMT here. Oh, man, I'm not going to be able to go back that far. Okay. Either way, we get our down close here, and we get our real change in delivery here, right? We want this to act as our order block because this is the only down close in this price action right here. So we expect this to hold price to then get our change in delivery. Okay. Let's what? Oh, that's our 10 a.m. opening price. Okay. So what does 10 do actually? We actually create a volume imbalance and then dig below this low and create our SMT. So does that yeah, this candle closes above, this candle taps it, continues higher. Right? Then what? We get a sweep of a swing low here. We want this to support price higher. Right? So this can be your second entry here. Boom. Targeted 2R. Boom. And then this high. Right? Now, how was that formed? All from that 2 a.m. reversal. Right? 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. continuation. Okay? Now, coming into Tuesday. Right here. Oh, look at that. This is what I mean. This is my favorite profile. 2 a.m. does what? Digs into this 10 p.m.'s low, closes back inside, 2 a.m. reversal. 6 and 10, continuation. Okay, going down to the hourly. Now the thing is, we don't have key levels out through here though. That's the only bad part. There's no SMT. No SMT. Except right here. So Monday forms an SMT. Boom. Right there with YM. Oh yeah, I said that already. Alright, and don't worry, we will do like full backtesting and everything with SMT. I'm just not going to try to look for it right now because literally just framing it like this is so high probability. Right, so closure above this down close. Now, we don't have a 1 hour swing point to trade from here actually. So let's head down to the 30. This, okay. There we go. Okay, so 830 does what? Opens low into this fair value gap here and closes above this down close. We want to see this support price higher now, right? So let's say you're waiting for 930, which happens here, and look at that. So this is why I say blend the 30 and 1 hour swing points, right? Because the 1 hour didn't have any. So you're going to have to use the 30 minute to frame swing points from, right? And we had this high up here that we didn't reach on this day, right? But 2R is secured, right? So let's see. So there's no SMT throughout here until 10 a.m. Right, so 10 a.m. forms our SMT, but we'll see if there's an entry beforehand. All right, so heading back here. So here, yep, nice, nice, nice. What happens? 930 opens up, comes higher, creates that swing low, and we close above these down closes, right? So we wanted to see that 30-minute candle hold price, which it does, and we create a 30-minute swing point. All right, now, like I said, we don't always tap it. So as soon as this candle comes lower, buy. Boom. You're in. All right, now 10 a.m. is when we form an SMT. So if you are waiting for that SMT, and this is where I would use an inverse, right? So we close above this 3 minute, and the reason I'd use an inverse is because the change in delivery isn't until all the way up here, right? Now, yes, this is the more high probability entry, and we probably do hit a 2R. Like if we did, boom, and your stop can go here now. Yeah, we do hit a 2R, but at first, right, like let's say if we closed above it right here, your stop would have to be all the way down here, and we do hit a 2R, but in this, like it would just not make much sense, right? So that's whenever I'd use this inverse, risk off right around here, go for that 2R, right? And then if you didn't get in there, change in delivery happens here, right? So 6 a.m., 10 a.m., continuation, and framing that off of the 2 a.m. reversal right here, right? Beautiful, right? So coming into Wednesday, right here. Oh, this one looks a little tough. All right. So we have this high here. Buy side. 6 a.m. does what? I don't know if it takes the low or the high first. It might have taken the high first. Yeah, it does take the high first. So, oh yeah, I wouldn't. Now you might be saying, yo, this is hindsight, but no, bro, this is a day that you wouldn't trade, right? Because if we look at this, the overnight session's 82 points, which isn't awful, but we've already taken the objective at 6, and then 8 comes down, takes out the low. We take this is seek and destroy, right? Now, how can you tell that? Like, we get an expansion, consolidation, take the objective, take a low, take the high, right? And then we open. So the open is here. Once you see that we are taking the high, taking the low, like, I'm not trading this. Come down again, take the low, come up again, take the high, right? I'm just not taking anything here. There's no 4-hour profile to trade from, right? There's no profile to trade from. Now you might be saying, hey, this could have been a 6 a.m. reversal. Well, yeah, it could have, but does this wick support expansion? No, right? It's too big. It does not support expansion. So if you thought 6 a.m. reversal, 10 a.m. continuation, let's go down to the hourly. What happens at 10? Absolute dump lower. That's when you can say, okay, the 4-hour profile is wrong. I'm wrong on this day. There's no trade to be taken, right? So I'm actually glad that this popped up, because that's how you can say to yourself, my 4-hour profile is wrong. There's no reason to be trading today. Okay? Now, going into Thursday. Oh my gosh, same exact thing. This is heavy seek and destroy, right? There's once again, coming into this day, there's nothing to trade off of, right? 6 a.m. takes both sides of the 2 a.m. candle, and so does 10 a.m., right? So what are we trading here? If we go down to the hourly, let's take a look at this. Where's 10? Okay, so we actually we might be able to frame something from a 9 a.m. reversal candle to a 10 a.m. like, because this looks like at first this could be the wick of the 10 a.m. candle, right? Obviously it's not. But let's go down and check. Yep, I'm not trading this. Right. 10 a.m. opens up here. Consolidation, expansion, straight dump, straight up. Nothing to take, bro. And once again, how can you say, okay, well, how do I know not to trade? Well, 6 a.m. took both sides of that 2 a.m. candle. 10 a.m. comes up. Actually, it came up first and took the high. Now, does this candle support expansion? No, it does not, right? This wick does not support expansion. So the only candle you could trade is this 2 p.m. candle, right? This would be your 10 a.m. reversal. And I didn't go over this profile because I don't like trading 2. I don't like trading afternoon. But I guess since we're here already, 2 opens up right here. Do we have a swing point to trade from, though? Yeah, we do. Alright. So, right here becomes our swing point at 130. And then 2, we would expect continuation. Right? Boom. So 2 is right here. Oh my gosh, and this just looks awful. Straight up, straight down. But this is the only thing, right? This becomes your order block. But yeah, this is one day where you'd say, okay, well, 2 looks to be the distribution phase, which it was, because 10 a.m.'s wick did not support expansion, right? That's what you have to be asking yourself in these situations. 10 a.m. opened up here. Does this support? This is your wick. Does that support this? No, it doesn't, right? That's why we only come to here, right? So that's how you can like frame, okay, this probably isn't going to be a high probability day. All right, so we had 2 actually that, where am I? Friday. I'm actually going here though. All right. Okay. All right, so this is another excuse me. This is another day where we don't have a swing point on the NQ, right? So there's no, excuse me, swing point on the NQ. Thursday at 6 p.m. We have an SMT though. Right there. Oh. Okay, so what do we have to wait for? Well, we have to wait for a 4-hour swing point. And what creates the swing point? 6 a.m. on the ES, right? So this is our swing point right here. ES creates our swing point, which is fine. It doesn't matter as long as we have a swing point on the 4-hour to frame a trade from. So this candle opens up, trades below this, closes back inside. That's our SMT. Now where's open? 8:30. Oh, we had news on this day. Went straight up. We might have. Oh, we hit the draw on liquidity at 9:30. Can we frame? No, I mean, I couldn't long this, right? Because we've already hit the draw. So we have an SMT here. And we have an SMT here. So you'd have to frame shorts back into the range. Right? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Right here at 11 is our SMT. So 10 gives us our consolidation candle. And then we can target here. Okay? What happens? Change in delivery as soon as this candle opens up and trades a little bit higher. Boom, boom, 2R. Right? So that, I mean, you can't, once objective's reached, but you still want to take a trade, I mean, you're going to have to frame a reversal from this, right? So you're going to have to frame a reversal on the 10 a.m. candle. And the way you do that is SMT. So we had an SMT here and here, right? So right here with what? ES. All right, so that's how you can frame a 10 a.m. reversal, right? Obviously, it doesn't come all the way down here because we're not going to reverse this entire move. 300 points, we're not going to reverse that. So you'd have to like target internal liquidity, right? What is this? External to internal. Literally the first video of this series. External to internal rotation. Right? Oh. After that, boom. Right? Takes out that hourly swing low. Or not swing low. We anticipate this becoming swing low because it closed back inside the candle. We expect afternoon, even though I hate it, to distribute us back up to the high. Right, 1 hour gap, 1 hour swing formation. Ooh, oh, well, right here, right. This is what you'd have to take, right? And what is this, right? Swing or range high, range low, takes the range low, and displaces back into the range. You'd expect range high. Boom, boom. 2R, nice 2R, boom, and then target. Right? So, I guess even if there wasn't a beautiful 4-hour profile, right, and we've already hit the objective, you can use 4-hour profiles the same on the hourly chart, right? It's just 4-hour profiles give you the best expansions, right? Almost all these examples gave us nice expansions on the 4-hour chart, right? So that 40 minutes, wow. That's gonna wrap up this video. I didn't even realize how long this was, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're not in the Discord, come in. If you have questions, just drop them at me in the chat. And yeah, that's gonna wrap this up. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out of here. Peace.